Hello there, Westside with a Royal Family. It's your girl, the one and only Lasia Princess. For the sake of time, due to my internet connectivity, I'm going to start a 15-minute timer for this video. And there we go. So when it goes off, it'll go off. Perfect. But I wanted to address why I have been off social media. Some people have been asking me, some people see me active every now and again, mostly kind of on Facebook. So I just want to clear the air. And I did take some notes because I wanted to just kind of hit some bullet points. So I'm not going fast, but I'm just being cognizant of what's going on in my immediate surroundings, which is my internet connectivity is not as strong as my previous residence, and it's taking about 3 to 5 hours just to upload a 20-minute video. So if we can keep it under 20, that would help a lot. So with that being said, so if you know me, I'm Lasia Princess on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, just about everywhere. Lasia Princess has been in full effect since 2008, which means that I've been on social media for 11 years straight. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think I just popped up or that I'm new. I don't know what y'all think, or some people think. I don't want to throw y'all out there because people get a little sensitive. But most people I don't know what most people think, but it's just been draining until recently, and I just had to fall back. That's the nutshell version of this. There's only 2 bullet points with little subcategories for each, so I really shouldn't take that long. But let's think about this. Your girl's been on the internet for 11 years straight, unless I didn't have a phone or that's pretty much it. I've been online with you people for 11 years. That's a long fucking time. That's like raising a child. So that's why I feel like LP is a brand in itself. You can't tell me otherwise. That's just what that is. So in being on the internet for 11 years straight, it can be very, very demanding. And I'm not saying that I have a large following or that I've had X amount of number of followers, but what I am saying is that I've recognized my impact and magnitude, and although I may have now under a couple thousand, back when I was on Twitter, I had about 3,000 to 4,000 followers before I hopped off Twitter because I was addicted. I just recognized my pool and my reach, and so I kept it going. I've never changed my name. I've always purposely wanted to be findable, because that's just the type of person that I am. I feel like I don't have anything to hide, and that's just what that is. So the main bullet point number 1 is that the internet, and especially social media, and especially Instagram, is highly triggering. In my growth and evolution as I've gotten older and I've spiritually awakened more and been more in tune and my third eye has opened, there's just a lot that I've been now aware of and abreast to that I'm just wow, I really can't take on a lot of energy. That's just what that is. And I don't want to say forgive me for throwing in spirituality, because at the end of the day, this is me, and this has been, I don't say a problem, but this has been part of my challenge, is fusing spirituality with so-called everyday normal life, right? So let me back up. To confirm this video, I just do an energy reading every day with oracle cards. I utilize my beloved energy oracle deck, and 3 cards came out. In the top 2, I didn't want to show the third, but the second one that came out was Community, and where did you do that? The second one that came out was Community, and the third was the Sun. And the first one reduced in numerology to a number 1 as well, so it's 171 energy, right? Which is 9, which is that feminine energy if you add it all up. So first and foremost, what the Community card told me was I have this platform for a reason, and I call you guys my family. You're my royal family. So it's I should be able to talk freely and to express myself with exactly what this channel was intended for. Of course, it's mainly for like my music, but I just felt like, at the end of the day, aside from music, I can show the different parts of me and still be well received or received in general. So that's what the community card told me. Like, it's time to reach out. Like, that's just what it is. And to confirm that, the last card was the sun. And the passage for the sun, or not even the whole passage, but the sentence that really stuck out to me before I took a shower, it says, now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth and vision. So I'm just like, that was nothing but confirmation and synchronicity all the way around, because I've just honestly been feeling so misunderstood, and like people are just not getting, not even just me, but my work and that in which I've already done and am doing. I feel like people think that everything I'm doing is separate, when if you really take a look at my rap sheet or my repertoire, like my catalog, everything ties together. But it's, what came to me was the fact that I can't expect people to put together this puzzle piece of a work when they can't even figure out their own shit. Like, that's just what it is. Like, I think I was expecting too much, and like, it makes sense to me, obviously, because I'm the visionary. I'm the one that created this, right? But I can't expect, and especially as a creative, you really can't expect people to get it like you get it. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So I'm just like, this is me reaching out for the second time. I could say it the second time because I really was keen on not like reaching out for help. Like, as a cap, I'm just like, I can do it. I can do it by myself. So the first time I reached out for help was when I made the post on Instagram. If you follow me there, I think I like hid it or whatever that little option is, but you can't see it now. But when I said the empire is da 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 da, positions available da 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 da, that was me reaching out for help, because I realized I can't do this on my own. Oh my God, it's already 7 minutes, y'all. Like, we're gonna have to do this in 2 parts. This is fucking ridiculous. Ugh. But this is me reaching out for help. Like, it's time to connect with my soul tribe and other fellow creatives who too feel this way. Because at the end of the day, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. And I'm just really, really over feeling like, I have to do things by myself, which is where the Empire team comes in. And that has been hell and high water in itself. Like, I have a team, but I haven't like really been utilizing them. And then there's people who like want to help, but they still want to try to charge me. And it's like, that is, if you want to be a part of the team, like, that's not going to happen. Like, you work according to, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just been wild. But all in all, this is my second, I feel, public go round of me asking for help and just pretty much wanting to connect with other people like me. Like, it's too easy to find people who ain't like you, and it's every other person you see walking these streets. It's the 99%. Like, I'm not no 99%er, y'all. So it's just a little frustrating creatively when you have so many projects already created that need to be put out, but then even more that you want to put out, and it's just like, it's just a little bit daunting. So with that being said, the bullet point number 1, the shit was triggering. There's just too much going on in the world that you just really can't filter out. Like, I just can't. I'm an empath. Like, I'm super highly sensitive to bullshit and just to everything, to energy, and learning more about my energy and being abreast to energies that work with me and don't work for me it's just too much. It's too much, and I can't take it. So, like, I could be scrolling, and then someone reposted this from somebody else, and there's a wildfire here, and there's a this going on there, and there's a that going on there. And I've always grown up feeling the weight of the world. Like, I've always said that, if you know me, I can feel the weight of the world. And there's times I find myself balled up in a fucking corner because I can feel the earth crying. Like, so it's just too much for me. We're just gonna chop it up to that. So between the reposts and people's lives and the stories, etc., like, I just can't. It's just too much. It was also triggering with particular individuals that made me aware that I really didn't fuck with a whole lot of people, And I do a pretty good job of like following that in which I want to align myself with. But in like recent fallouts or whatever the case is, it's just like, and there's just some people that I can't escape. So it's like, it was just too much. The third point under that is overconsumption of information. I just felt like I just kept taking in and 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 taking in. And what that does is it clouds your own thoughts and your own judgment. And it's like you're not able to hear yourself. Like I was thinking as this person, as that person, as that person, but I was like, fuck, well, what does Lasia think? And that can get to you. And the last bullet point under triggering, I might just, this will be the triggering part, and then part 2 we'll do the last section of bullet points, because I feel like I'm rushing, and I don't, like, it's going to be what it is, whatever. But the last bullet point is lack of support and understanding, again, which is pretty much what I said in the beginning, like, and I don't do what I do for accolades. There's even a post on my Facebook page that I posted back in college where I said I don't do this shit for likes or for, like, I don't do this shit. I don't grind to be recognized. That's the phrase. I don't grind to be recognized. But what I do, it would be cool, you know, if people got it and was like, yo, I see you've been doing XYZ, let me help with this. Or whatever the case is. But MFers don't do that. People are just very individualized, and that's just what that is. Like, it's very difficult for people to see within you what they can't see within themselves. So again, that falls in line with asking of too much. Like, I was asking people to, I guess, put aside their own BS and, like, I don't know. But that lack of support, like, I was, this whole year, like, ever since I graduated college and even in college, even my whole life, y'all, I support people, and they don't, like, I support people. I will go to your show, your book signing, your whatever, like, and, like, you can invite me, and just because I don't tell you, like, that doesn't mean I'm not going to show up. But sometimes, like, I'll go and surprise someone, and, like, I feel like my presence is a present. Like, that's the way that I carry myself. And it's just like, no one was doing that shit for me. And it's just like, well, how many more shows do I need to go to? How many more people do I need to support? Like, what the fuck? It was just mind-blowing. And so lack of support and understanding, like, again, I could post a post, the image the image and the caption will correlate, but it's for others, it just seems like they're two separate, isolated things, and it's like I almost was sick of reading the same comments. Like, it's just like, y'all aren't getting it. Like, did you not read the caption? Like, I'm saying something really profound here. Again, I think that's asking of too much, but that's the triggering part. And with this being at 13 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and end this here, and then make a part 2. But the second bullet point to carry over is that the social media was just too demanding and too time consuming. So thank you so much for tuning in to this video, part 1 of why I have been off social media and probably won't fucking return. But yeah, I'll make a part 2, and let me know in the comments if you too have experienced this, if you are a light worker, an empath, a middle world worker, or just a very sensitive individual, creative, who too has felt like this, are feeling like this, and just you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you just want to align with those you're supposed to align with. No cap. So thank you again. I love you, and please catch part 2.